Welcome back to this episode of the Nonsensical Knowledge Podcast. This is number 87. Irv, what's good, Brody?
What's up, bro?
Dude, wait, you know how we were just talking about X and this fucking premium membership?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it just told me we're not going live on X because of the premium account on X is required to create live broadcasts.
We gotta go live on X. We cannot not go live on X.
Yeah, let me see what I can do here. Let me see if I can at least update it to where we get see if we can make it happen here. For anybody just tuning in with us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're working out some technical difficulties real quick with X real fast before we get into anything. Really quick, couple announcements. Support the channel if you guys can. We have a TikTok shop, a whole bunch of stuff in the TikTok shop. Help us out. Basically what it does is it helps us pay for our X, helps us pay for our subscriptions and stupid shit like that. And it also helps us build the podcast out. There's our Cash App right now is listed in my headline right here. Money sign Nonsensical Knowledge. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Also, if you buy something on the TikTok shop, we should be all set there. You guys can just buy something. We earn a commission. And then this is the last announcement to go make your YouTube subscriptions public. Next episode, we will be announcing the winner of our giveaway. And we just want to make sure that everybody that subscribed or entered made it into the drawing. Let me see here. All right. Thank you, Irv. I'm gonna take care of that right now. Man, fucking Stone, watch the podcast, dude. Don't call me.
Stone, what up, Stone?
I know. All right, I gotta go to Google Play. I guess
Friday Night Live.
I know, bro. I've been
under the lights, man.
I know, right? What's been going on? Anything?
Just crazy shit. Work, family, mad birthdays this last couple of weeks.
Bro, I saw that. It's like you had a whole bunch.
I know. Birthdays, anniversaries, family shit going on. Little spring fucking drag. This weather's been real jerky up here in upstate. NY.
It has.
Warm,
it's been
warm to cold, cold to warm. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's been interesting because we had a couple days, man, where we're like almost close to the 80s. And then right back down to snow. Like we were getting snow and shit.
Yeah, it was snowing. I was like, what the? Yeah, what is this right now?
Yeah. All right. We're working on X right now. Let's see here. Of course, dude. I got the podcast fucking Cash App is like I gotta wait for fucking a code to come from Gmail.
Shout out, really?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Authentication, safety first.
Yo, every time, man. Every friggin' time. It's not a bad thing, I guess.
Nah.
But 6.
Yeah, they got my debit cards on vacation.
No way.
They bought some hats, like mad hats, and some tools and shit. And then my bank's like, oh, we'll investigate it. We'll return. If it found it, we'll have an answer for you in 90 days. Like,
no way.
I'm like, oh, so I'm just out of that bread for 90 days. Thank you.
Scum. That's I actually have kind of this. It's obviously not that much, but I got a hotel room for Cameron, for his right around his birthday, to go to Turning Stone, and these motherfuckers, dude, charged me twice, and they what's it called here? Charged me twice, dude, and then tell me I gotta wait 30 days for it.
Like, yo, you took my shit instant, bro. Can you do the favor? At least give me 3 days, bro.
Yeah, instantly too. And it's like, again, like you said, it's just a pain in the ass because dude, for real, it's not gonna let me fucking, oh my god, this is such a pain in the ass. They literally took my shit immediately. And then we're like, so what happened was his booking took their shit first, and then when we got to the location, they took it too. And I was like, bro, you guys are bugged out. And I'm still fucking waiting.
Yeah, these cars, I've been hearing cats at the car wash and storage place that a lot of people been getting their cards hit. But you got to think with AI, bro. AI can hack. AI can scour for passwords and all that data and shit. So it's only going to be happening more.
Yeah, which is wild too, because it's nothing is safe. There's not a damn thing safe now.
No.
All right, let's see. We should be. What do you mean payment still declined? You're kidding, right? Let me see something here. Why would it still decline me? Oh, I'm fucking $4 short. You got to be fucking shitting me, right? They're beating me for $4 too.
Who is X?
Bro, it's X, man. It says 50, and then it's like $54. Oh, I'm so tired of these guys.
They didn't give you the option
Paywalls
for the 11.
I'm gonna change it, but I guess I'll at least put this towards that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we'll have premium at least for this month, and then I'll switch it over because that shit's annoying as fuck.
Okay. It should be good to go.
All right, let me see here. Here, fixed payment. I can't even believe that shit, to be honest.
Got one on Facebook, one on Twitch, one on Rumble right now.
Let's go,
everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a share here in a second too.
Yeah, we're just getting some shit together. We'll be getting into it shortly.
Now let's see here. Let's see if it's gonna allow us to go live. We are live on X. Sick.
What?
Thank you, Irv. Let's see here.
Let's go.
Now, motherfuckers need to drive. Listen, even if you donate $5,
right?
Shit. Help us out, bro. I'm gonna send this stream to a bunch of people. See if we can get some heads up in here. Again, shout out to the people that are with us tonight. We appreciate you, of course. There's been a lot of stuff going on, man. The world has been buzzing. Our last episode we did with our brother Johnny Nessel, and awesome episode. We talked about life and death, and just in between all of that time, it has been just nonstop. It's nonstop.
Yeah.
There's like crazy shit going on.
Yeah, it's been I don't know, man. It's been fast and furious still. I mean, we're already in April, Easter. Bunch of shit going on, bro. Can't wait to get into it tonight.
Yeah. Well, I guess the first thing we'll start with, we were talking about it earlier and then yesterday. But break me off on what happened with this thing that I can't remember what school it was at, but there was a stabbing, young black gentleman, young white gentleman get into an altercation at a track meet, I believe. Break me off. Let me fill me in.
That's correct. Track meet in Texas. Black kid, Karmelo Anthony, sitting under the tent. Kid Austin and his twin brother came up. I guess that was their tent or whatever. Came up to him and started pressing him like, yo, you got to leave. Like, got a little physical with him, but it didn't swing on him or nothing. But I guess the kid was like, touch me again, you're going to be sorry. He touched him again. He pulled out a knife, stabbed the kid Austin in the chest. Austin died in his brother's arms, like bleeding out at the track meet.
It was like his twin or some shit too, right?
Yeah, his twin brother. Karmelo takes off, runs. And then, he gets arrested. And, the battle's been, is it murder? Was it self-defense? Texas has similar laws to Florida, similar to the standard ground.
Sure.
But it's ignited this huge black-white back and forth. Everybody from Charlie Kirk and a lot of dudes on the right, like, blacks are monsters and like you need to be afraid of them, and they're savage, like they just kill white people all the time type of shit. Karmelo raised like $1 million on his GoFundMe. The judge,
I know there was a couple of them.
Yeah, the judge dropped the bail from $1 million to $100,000. He got out, and then that stoked the flames. The judge was black, stoked the flames, like he should be in jail forever, like type of deal. But he bailed out. Then they're like, oh, he bought a house. They bought an $800,000 house with the money from the GoFundMe. He bought a Cadillac with the shit, which came out today. That was false. The family's been renting the house for like 2 years. Like they had the car for like 2 years. Yeah, man. So it's just back and forth with this.
All right. So let's unpack this, right? All right. So young guy sits in his tent, right, at this meet, right? Now that's accurate, right? Is he went to their tent allegedly?
Yeah, he was under their tent, whether it was like a school tent or like their team tent.
Sure.
But yeah, he's sitting there and
so realistically, homeboy just comes, sits under the tent. As anybody can probably guess, most teams, whether it be football, baseball, track, it doesn't fucking matter what it is. These guys get aggressive over outsiders. Like, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Is they get aggressive over outsiders. So it's like, oh, you're not fucking supposed to. Like, that's some real jerk shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're not supposed to be here. Blah 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 blah. I understand that, like, maybe you didn't want him there, but that's not the way to handle it. Like, granted, I don't agree with homeboy bringing a knife to the fucking place. I don't agree with maybe just knuckling up. You know what I mean? Whatever. You ain't got to kill nobody. But at the same time, this is how quickly these things escalate. Like, this kid obviously felt threatened. Whole team of cats maybe a whole team of white dudes. You know what I mean? Like in Texas. All right, so this is Karmelo Anthony, and what was the other kid's name?
It's Austin. Let me get his last
Austin
name.
Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf. That's it. Yep. Yeah.
I thought it was the craziest thing, bro, because one has Karmelo Anthony as a name, and then the other one has Metcalf, which was like DK Metcalf in the league,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, man. It obviously it's tragic no matter what. And I feel like we spoke about this earlier. Unfortunately, with Trump winning the election, it has, I guess, remotivated the far right. So like your neo-Nazis, your fucking white power cats, it's motivated them. And in an instance like this, of course, they're going to try to capitalize on that to spew their propaganda. One thing about this is telling to me, though. Homeboy got bail, right? If this was cold-blooded murder, there would be absolutely no bail. So what it's telling me is that a lot of people are rushing to judgment and not exactly waiting for the facts to come out. So I know there was a couple police reports that had come out too. I don't know how accurate they were, but from what I understand is that like the kid wasn't necessarily presenting a threat to anyone. Karmelo.
Nah, he was and he told him like, yo, like you're gonna be sorry you put your hands on me, you know what I mean? Like these kids are big. There's been some stuff like, oh, they're rumors or whatever, that they're the bully type, like manhandle type. But like, yo, there was this like in my freshman year at Shenandoah, right? So like we had like these redneck dudes, right? Like some straight like almost Nazi dudes, like just saying like crazy, like nigger this, like whatever, like on some shit, like they wanted to bang and jump cats, right? So we're like, we mob up, bro, but like I got the mini sledgehammer in my book bag at school. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I wish these motherfuckers would try to jump me type of deal. Like dudes had shit in their bags, like, yo, shit's about to go down. These dudes pulling up in trucks and shit from country or whatever. Like, we're gonna smash.
You know what it is, yeah, the country boys for sure.
Yeah, like on some real ignorant shit. Like, and we just chilling, like whatever. But like that shit made me think, like, okay, maybe if I could have caught somebody in the head, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bad kid. But like why he had the knife at the school, like there's just a whole lot. There's not enough information to be jumping the gun.
Yeah, there's not enough information at all, man. And let's you're right. There is an inherent danger for most young black men, whether it be by the police or like people that are fucking white power, you know, and it's incredible because obviously, you know, as somebody that's never thought that way, it's like there's so many instances where I hear like either you or other of our friends say that like this shit happens so often and random. Like it'll be random as shit, and it'll be just like a random act of racism or a random act of, I guess it just really classifies as racism, but this is how prevalent it still is in our society. I don't want to go out I don't want to say that everyone from the South is racist, but there is a bit more of a cultural shift down that way, you know, and I don't blame the kid for having something on him to protect himself, you know, and I don't blame the kid for feeling like he needed to carry that, because I just don't see a random person, because it's like if you felt comfortable and you felt safe, you wouldn't have had that.
No.
And then it really says something that you're going to go and stab a dude in the chest in front of fucking hundreds of people.
Yeah, bro. that shit's, it's a bad look all the way around. Like, obviously Metcalf's no longer here with us, and Carmelo's got to deal with the court shit, like whatever it is, you know what I mean? But like, like just like the dudes on X and shit, like, blacks are savages. Like, look at the numbers per capita that they kill. They just kill white people all day. They hate, it's just like they're building this narrative.
Propaganda.
Where, like, yeah, it's all propaganda, but when you stir that shit up, I still have to face that shit.
Yeah, all day.
There's crazies in all neighborhoods, but you stir them up, they're like looking at me like I'm enemy number one.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Who to say, like, cats don't get itchy with the gun or whatever, because they're like, oh, black people just kill white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not true. It's not true, bro. And it's not fair.
It's not true, and it isn't fair. But this, like you said, it's almost perpetuated by these right-wing, far-right neo-Nazi subcultures, because again, you're right. What ends up happening is they say, oh, wait, see, look, it happened again. And not so much that it actually happened again, but it's just an example. It's like, it's something that they can point to and be like, well, look, to where statistically we obviously know that's not the case, but white supremacists have never really been that smart.
Nah, I've been going at them on X all week with these cats, bro. They're like, this one cat just called me boy. I'm like, oh, we're really gonna go to the boy shit. Like,
well, okay. Again, or if you're not talking to this person face to face, you're talking. Who knows where this cat is? He's probably in some fucking podunk town down in Albuquerque or down in fucking Alabama, and really, listen. I've said it 100,000 times. Normalize punching Nazis in the face.
Yeah, I know you always say that shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because again, look, guess what, bro? You can be dumb and you can say a bunch of things, but you can get punched in the face. So you're not going to say that person to person. You're going to use a platform like X where you're somewhat anonymous. Maybe your real name is on there. Maybe it isn't. But and a lot of
all
them
anonymous. Dropping nigger and all this shit. All these niggers
because
and all this crazy. Like, oh, word, you're a tough guy behind the anonymous shit.
Well, yeah, of course, dude. Everybody is, But again, we do have to acknowledge that the right wing is making a comeback, and I don't want to say it's wholly because of Trump, but it is, because inadvertently, even though he is pushing some things that are like, I wouldn't call him far right, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, the freedom of speech is like, you see Facebook, bro, has been super racist. Like, I can't tell you the racist memes, the racist videos, the like, dumb shit. But it's like, what's happening is now the hands are coming off. Now everybody's able, these far right people are able to come back up and get into the algorithm. And instances like this, man, is where they really start get buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's disgusting, because really, and we usually reserve the right to judgment until we know all the facts. I'm not going to say that kid was wrong in defending himself. I'm not going to say, I will say that I would rather have seen them knuckle it up. That way everybody goes home. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But again, if this kid's by himself, he knuckles up with the one kid, you already know that ain't a fair fight.
Nah, you with your twin brother too? Like, ain't no fair ones.
Nah, you ain't catching no fair one.
And there's a white kid, Kason Allen, just stabbed one of his Mexican classmates in Texas. He got his bail reduced from 1 million to 175K like this week. So there's like this dual dynamic. What?
So wait,
like
this was a white dude or a Mexican cat?
Nah, white kid. Let's see. Kason. Yeah, Kason Allison. Young white kid, 17, stabbed his Mexican classmate. Died. Texas, same situation. Like it's just the violence. It's like violence don't really care about no damn race, bro. You can get bodied by anybody. Like I tell these cats, like I'm making sure everybody's good. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like I want to make sure you're good. Like I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be observant. Like until I get to know you, and I feel like you good peoples. All right, we're good. But like looking out for a specific shit is like whatever.
Well, the other problem is too, though, that we have to talk about is that these younger generations that are going through school right now are so much more desensitized than we were as kids. Don't get it twisted. We grew up in the trenches. We grew up in the hood. We got to see some shit that other people shouldn't have had to see. These kids are growing up in a violence culture, right? So again, what's all over Instagram? Dudes squabbling up. You got Kendrick and Drake. You got fucking, you know what I mean? It's like just all of this negativity. And then you couple it with the video games, the Call of Duties, the Modern Warfares, the Terrifier movies, the gore, the fucking blood, the guts. Life means nothing these days. And that's unfortunate.
Nah, bro, Gaza and Ukraine. Like, they're watching that shit. They're seeing these apartment buildings exploded on TV. You know what I mean? They're seeing the blood. They're seeing the drones chase people down and blow them up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just death and mayhem all around them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What up, George?
George.
Yeah, it really is. But that's, again, this is what they see every day. So when you get into a fight, again, when we were younger, it was a lot easier to just knuckle up. Don't get it twisted. Everybody always had that stabby ass friend who was just, they weren't fighting. They were just going to stab somebody. I had a few of them.
I know, bro.
But at the same time, like these are happening. It's happening younger and younger, right? So, like in these school settings, and it's tragic because it's across the board. Like I didn't even know about that one you just told me about. I was going to bring up the fucking Florida State shit that just happened. And where a kid went into Florida State, and I don't even have all the details on it. I figured we'd dive into that later. But there's another mass shooting at Florida State University.
Yeah, they're not dropping details on that shit.
Really?
Nah. It's been all about Metcalf and
it's race baiting.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Better. But then they drop it. That's what I tell these cats. I'm like, yo, I could be at the movies and get shot up by a white kid. You know what I mean? Like, I act like you guys are like the these far right dudes. Act just because they got the Christian and they're pushing the Christianity heavy too, along with it, wrapped in it.
Of course.
Jesus and this and that, and then at the same token, like
white Jesus, bro.
White Jesus is strong, bro. He's got strong genes.
But this is what I'm saying, that these guys, the
Christian nationalists.
They really are, and It's crazy, man, because again, when you get God involved, bro, people are willing to do some shit that,
every time,
God
every
God told
time.
them to do, you
Yeah,
know. Well,
God
and that's
told me to cleanse.
and what a lot of people don't like, a lot of them retards don't want to understand is that I can't, in my memory, and I could be wrong. If anybody's out there has an instance, I don't remember one black mass shooter. Not one.
Nah,
Not that I
nah.
can think of. It's you crazy fucking white dudes that needed a fucking hug. And don't get it twisted. There's some FBI Reddit
The
subreddits and shit
FBI,
like that.
the FBI definitely visited them at some point.
FBI definitely been pushing them, but it's either here
Yeah,
nor there.
yeah, bro. Yeah, it's funny as fuck. I'd be like, I'd be at the mall and the lady clutch her purse and shit. I'm like, yo, the little goth kid with the book bag don't scare you, though.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, it's just it's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
The whole
Irv, that's how deep it runs in people. So think about it like this. How many generations have there been since slavery ended? Like how many generations? You know what I mean? So like at some point it was so normal to these people that it was like, wait, no, this is what it was supposed to be. There's still old ass people today that are like, wait, no, you're like a black guy.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
nah. I got people to love the fuck out of me to be on some weird shit. Like, did you just say that shit?
Raph, what up? Raph said gas station sniper. Where was it? There's a gas station
Oh,
sniper.
that was the DC sniper.
Oh, okay. Him and his son, though.
DC
That was.
sniper. Yeah, him and his
Oh,
son.
you're right. Shout out Raph. Good for you, Raph.
He was bucking one at a time though.
Yeah. All
But it
right.
was
So,
one of the ones that people didn't. It was just
okay.
indiscriminate.
Still, you got one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no, but it is. It really is unfortunate, man, because our youth are not learning the value of life, as opposed to saying like that kid. Come on, man. Like that decision is going to alter your life, whether you beat the case or you go to prison. It is going to alter your life in such a way that it'll never ever be the same again. And a kid's dead.
And the kid's dead. Like, yeah, man. It's just tragic, man. But it sums up our shit big time. Like, we'd rather spend time about, the black white bullshit instead of like that societal dynamic of why are kids killing each other like this? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, why do you feel you need a knife? Why do you feel you have the authority to press somebody and move them?
Yeah.
Physically move them. Like, where's the adults? Like, could you be like, yo, Mr. Johnson, like, we asked him to move, like, yeah, that's snitching or whatever, but like there's ways to handle shit. Or like,
Well,
come on, bro, please move.
unfortunately in those cases though, Irv is like those coaches ain't saying shit. They're gonna let their guys do what they do. You know what I mean? Especially when they're like such an excellent athlete. This kid was. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So to me, like yes, I do feel like the parents should have been involved. But what's more telling to me is that you see another human being, be it black, white, whatever, trying to sit where you're sitting, right? So instead of engaging and embracing this kid and saying, "Hey, man, you fucking interested in track? You interested? Like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean?" And because that's kind of how I look at things and how I've always taught my kids is like you never know what someone else is going through, right? Like everybody's
Mhm.
life sucks. Everybody's life is different, and we all have our own challenges. But you having a conversation with that kid and saying and embracing him could have changed everything in a positive manner. To where now it's like you go and meet. Listen, violence begets violence, bro. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. All right, so this, for anybody just listening, protect white Americans, justice for Austin Metcalf, demand Karmelo Anthony be put back in prison until trial. Peaceful protest, April 19th, 11 a.m. Central Time, Frisco, Texas. Kukendall Stadium, new location. Stop black violence on white Americans. You cannot be fucking serious.
That's tomorrow, right? Yeah.
How many black people have been fucking lynched, beat up, fucking killed, fucking tied to the back of a Chevy? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bro. That's where I'm like, yeah, bro. It's just like, this shit's crazy.
I understand the outrage, but again, you can't do the race shit. Can't do the race shit. It has to be human shit.
Like, what are you gonna be saying at this event?
Right? You know what they're gonna be saying.
You're gonna be talking about, we need to protect white Americans from these violent blacks.
You know who you're gonna see at that event? Who? The fucking KKK.
Yeah.
You're gonna see fucking neo-Nazis, bro.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna see a counter protest of, you know what I mean, of, you know, the counterpart. So it's like,
the opposite. Yeah.
You know, so and really, is there any actual justice for Austin Metcalf, or are you just using this as a stepping stool to promote your fucking racism?
Yeah, man. It's that shit's crazy. I saw that. I was like, God damn. I said, yeah, Clayton Bigsby out that bitch.
Oh, Clayton? Yeah.
Clayton
Bigsby.
Yeah, my boy Clayton Bigsby out of that shit.
Fucking Dave Chappelle is the man, though.
I know, bro. What? Yeah,
yes.
That's that shit.
It is unfortunate, man. So, like, I mean, for me personally, I'm gonna reserve the right to judgment until, you know, it all plays out, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I believe there was probably some facts to the case that substantiated a bail, because a high profile murder like that would have to, you know, the mayor, or not the mayor, the governor would be aware of. And if it was like one of them things, listen, if they didn't want that kid out, he wouldn't be out.
Facts all the way through.
And let's be real here. It's Texas. And I'm not saying that means anything in terms of race, but at the same time, they obviously, the courts were like, "Yo, no, it is what it is. The kid meets criteria for bail." Especially if it's a self-defense argument. If that kid Austin touched him at all, bro, at all, like, I mean, a slight push, a shove, anything like that, that's assault, and he is allowed to defend himself. Not necessarily by murder, but at the same time, he's allowed to defend his person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially they have, you know, stand your ground, basically. Like, you could get popped fucking with somebody in Texas easily, like, and that'll be good.
So everybody's got guns.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like, wait, this guy might have a bigger gun, or he might be quicker at the draw or something. That's how Virginia was too. When I lived in Virginia, it was like, as long as you were 18 and lived in the state for 6 months, you could have a gun. But gun violence wasn't that crazy because everybody had them. So it was like, oh, wait, you got your little 9mm? Cool. I'm going to go grab this fucking Thompson submachine gun out of my car. You know, it's like, but I don't know. What do you think? Or what do you think is going to be an end result of it? Or at least what are your, you know, what's your thoughts on it?
I I really don't know, man. I'm on the line with they wouldn't have let him out on bail, especially in Texas. If there wasn't some, and then it was in the police reports. They did put hands on him a couple times.
So they jammed him up then. So they put hands on him.
You know, and they were big kids. You know what I mean? Like, I could see it. You better get the fuck out of our seat. Fuck you up. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Like, these kids, you just gotta de-escalate, man. It's like, you don't know these days, man. You know, and there's been plenty of fights, cats we know, they just fighting and somebody gets poked. You know what I mean? Like, dies and shit. Like, shit, we were just, you know what I mean? Like, fighting as kids. You know what I mean? Somebody pulls out a knife and blah, you're dead. Like,
well, it's getting worse these days.
Yeah.
It's getting worse because everything is recorded. So in most instances, these kids are going to shoot you in your face or stab you because they don't want to be the one on Instagram getting their ass kicked.
Do you think there's a video?
I would think there's video. I don't see, like, dude, in today's day and age, man, every fucking altercation, every high school bathroom brawl, it's all recorded. Somebody's recording, somebody's watching, you know, and I wouldn't doubt that you're
starting it up, right? You're like, fuck, son, you're whatever. Like, that's the key. Cats is like,
yeah. Well, not even just that. It's like, yo, man, like if they were really douchebags like that, and this is all hypothetical, we don't know, we weren't there. But if those dudes were being douchebags and there was a bunch of them, it would not surprise me that one of them be like, yo, man, yo, Austin, you know what I mean? Go fucking, and then here's the video. You know, so it wouldn't surprise me if the authorities are subpoenaing all those phones.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like by now it might have came out on X already. If there was, you know, it'd be out somewhere.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's super early, man, for anything, to lean either way or whatever. But we'll just have to see. He'll face his day in court. And you know, everything will come out.
Well, a jury of his peers will decide whether or not he is guilty or he is not guilty. And it's all preliminary, man. And we'll obviously keep track of it and, you know, follow it as we can. And we'll see what happens, bro. I can't jump on a train. You know what I mean? I can't jump on a fucking, like, oh, he's fucking guilty. No, dude, I've been in those situations where, guess what? You had 2 tree dudes that were like, you know what I mean? That were about to kick your ass. And it's like, all right, well, cool. I got this butterfly knife in my shoe. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's getting poked. Come on with it. Like, so, and it escalates that quickly. Shout out to everybody with us tonight. We got 2 on Facebook, 1 on Twitch, 7 on X. I can't see Rumble or Kick. But shout out to you guys as well. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for tapping in. So that brings us to the Florida State thing, right? So, like, what exactly happened there? So the Florida State University, there was, I think it was yesterday or the day before, there was a mass shooting in at Florida State University.
Let's see.
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to catch it all. Like, there's just been so much shit going on. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta go on. Let me see here. What's everybody up to tonight? Where's everybody tapping in from? Trying to get across the globe out here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so let's see, yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what? He was the sheriff's son, bro.
Nah, come on.
You didn't hear that?
No.
I got it in my notes. Florida State mass shooting, sheriff's son, evolving story is what I got written down. Just so I have to write this for anybody out there that wonders. I have to write this shit down because I'm so fucking eccentric and ADHD that if I don't write it down, this shit's gone. It's gone with the wind, and I'll 2 weeks later I'll be like, oh fuck, I forgot to bring that up on the podcast. Yeah, but so I believe I want to say there was just another kid arrested by the Justice Department too for allegedly plotting another assassination attempt.
Oh, is that the kid who killed his parents?
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed his let's find that. Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to Ricky Rizzo too. We see you tapping in, Ricky.
Ricky's here. Ricky.
Well, I popped into the Facebook on my phone and he was in here at some point. Let me check Instagram too because I went live on Instagram, but I forgot. So let's see here. Okay. Pretty P Dot, what up? Yeah. All right. So what are you pulling up the Florida State thing?
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, about to get our next episode. We're gonna try to. Yeah, there he is. There he is, Ricky. Ricky. What up, player? Yeah, so our next episode, we're gonna try to do another live in-person episode. We're gonna try. We're working on getting a spot to get back in person and get personal. And bring on some more guests. Need all the guests. Caleb May, we're gonna hit you up too. Try to get a reading out here.
Yo, I don't know. I forget her name, but she added me. Says she knows you. I know you said you wanted to get multiple. Let me see.
Oh, dude, listen, careful because if it's that one chick,
please help me.
Listen, man. No, check this out. So I accepted a friend request from a chick that said she was like some fucking Reiki or fucking but literally, bro, like the minute I hit accept on the friend request, I had a message from her like, oh, would you want a palm reading? And like, but it sounded like one of the fake ones though. So I was like, delete. I was like, if she's real, I mean, I guess we can find out.
Yeah, she's like, yo, all right, take a picture of your left palm and send it to me.
See what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying.
I'm like, what if we go to the palm scanner, now you just print my shit, and when I go to pay, you got my credit cards and shit. She's gotta go.
That was the weird part about it was because, you got to delete her because, like, I'm assuming she copy and pasted the same message You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because that's what I got.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Good
this
Lord.
is fucking crazy.
Good Lord.
And really what it is probably some dude sitting behind the computer.
Send me a
Give you a
picture of
free.
your phone.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're gonna want to do the butthole reading. Send me a picture of your butthole.
Oh, you're stupid, bro. Nah, yeah, she's gotta go, bro. I can't deal with this shit.
Gotta be careful out here, man. There'd be fake profiles, bro. It's
I
always
know.
funny too, seeing like when there's like that fake profile dude where it's like the badass chick, like she's so hot, she's gorgeous, but then she's got like 7 friends, and 2 of them are your retarded homeboys.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, this bitch is hot. I'm accepting this. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, nah, I don't even want no parts of you if you're real or not.
No. Gotta be careful. Stay safe out there.
Nah, bro. Dude, like 6'3", 280 and shit. Like, meet me at the hotel.
Yep. Yeah. Hit you with the bait and switch. Yeah. Nah, so you gotta be careful out here, man. And it's wild because like with AI now too, man. It was like saw a Vice article like maybe a year ago that was talking about it was almost more likely for like one of those profiles to be ran by a guy, or like a Tinder profile or shit like that to be ran by a guy, and they're doing like almost OnlyFans type shit. All right, here we go. What we got? This is the Florida State University thing.
Erupted on the campus of Florida State University. People are being allowed to go back and get their belongings that they abandoned during the chaos. 2 people were killed in the shooting. 6 others were hurt, all reportedly now in fair condition. ABC's Faith Abube has the latest on the investigation and what we've learned about the alleged shooter.
As a memorial to the victims grows on the Florida State University campus, investigators are searching for a motive after a gunman opened fire near the crowded student union.
I saw the gunman get out of his car and he emerged with a shotgun.
Police analyzing this disturbing video, which appears to show a man squaring off and firing. Mackenzie Heater telling us she was just feet away from the suspect when he allegedly started shooting.
I did a 4-minute mile in sandals. And I've never ran that fast. I've never felt that way.
As police race to the scene, students and professors inside classrooms, including.
Yeah, just give that a pause. Break that up.
Yeah. We gotta pause this shit for copyright purposes. So essentially, this cat just came in and started shooting.
Yeah, no warning. Supposedly, allegedly, right wing. I don't know. This social media got scrubbed, which is always a telltale sign. Some weird shit's going on.
Well, it's kind of crazy too with all of like how prevalent it's getting. Like all of this shit happens kind of right around the same time.
Yeah, it's school, man. It's school. It's like, I don't know, bro. It happens so much. Like, I really just try to pass it by, man. Like, fucking weird
2
shit.
confirmed dead and 6 others wounded. So they got the shooter in custody. Florida State University shooting suspect ID'd as the 20-year-old stepson of a sheriff's deputy.
He's the stepson?
Stepson.
Yeah.
Sheriff's like, that ain't my kid.
No, it's my stepson. Kid has problems. I don't know. Why do you think these cats do this shit, man? Obviously, we got an epidemic gun violence in the country. school shootings constantly. I don't know. You don't really get notoriety anymore like that, so I don't think that's the case. Like you may get a couple days, but
it's hard to say what would push someone to react like that. We've all dealt with certain pressures in our lives, and we've all felt like at some point in time things couldn't get better. I don't I don't know if I could really say what I think is happening. I want to lean more towards, again, if this cat was spouting some radical ideas, they have to go places to kind of foster those ideas. So like whether they're like in those Reddit groups or the, those subcultures of essentially it is very true that the FBI stokes these fires. But it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say why anybody would want to go into a school, no less, and do something like that. You either have to be seriously mentally disturbed or you were pushed in that direction. You were guided in that direction, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That shit just happens a lot, man. But I feel like it takes some measures. I mean, you can't totally lock down everything. So I just guess that's a risk we live with out here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough because, again, the more you make it harder to obtain weapons, it seems like the more it's happening. It's like, oh, okay, they just put a bunch of gun safety laws, and I'm sure Florida's got some relatively looser laws for guns, being down there. But I don't know. It's like, it just seems like it's almost theatrical in a sense. And I don't want to say like, okay, there was anything comical or anything like that about it. But this is, again, kid stabs another kid, Mexican gets killed, Florida State University shooting. You know what I mean? Like all of these things happened in succession, like bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, the 17-year-old, what's his name? Nikita Kasap, kid who killed his parents. He's 17 and was planning to assassinate President Trump. That's another team, man.
That killed his parents.
Yeah, that's the one that killed his parents. It's wild. Wow.
Well, it is. I'm wondering, and again, I'm wondering if these are, like, again, you have to have somewhere to foster these ideas. Unless you're like one of those weirdo fucking kids that are just sitting in your bedroom, like, or in your basement, wherever you're at, and you just never leave. You know what I mean? Like you're on some real psychopath shit, or you're talking to people about this shit. There are people manifesting this shit. There are people that are like, yeah, bro, you won't do it. Yeah, bro, do it for your race. Do it for, you know what I mean? God wants you to do it. And that's the scarier part, because you might have gotten one to go and do it. You know what I mean? But just how many are you raising? How many are you fostering? You know what I mean? Like, how many of these people that really think they're going to be a martyr or go down in history for killing the president or doing this, or, you know what I mean?
That's that rhetoric, that on all sides, really, man, is like, we got some unsound mind, crazy motherfuckers in this country, that are out there. Like, maybe the average person may not buy into that shit, but these fringes, they're preparing. They're getting stoked. You know what I mean? Stoked by these words and this propaganda. You know, of violence, of enemies, and all of this shit.
Yeah, and it's really militant.
Militant.
Oh, and you're right. They're getting ready, man. These guys, it's crazy. They're planning. These right wing, far right people are planning for a race war.
Yeah.
Like they're planning for it.
They're planning for it. Yeah, actively. I mean, Ray Dalio, he's like a forecaster and shit. He's like, yo, the Civil War already started in this country. I mean, homie's always on point, but like he's like, yo, the left is so bugged out right now about Trump. Like they really feel like the country is being stolen and under attack, and they're gonna do whatever the fuck they can to stop this shit. And it's radicalization, bro. And then you got the right who's like, nah, fuck that. You got all of these immigrants in here now, and the DEI policies and all of that shit. And I mean, cats are really scared. Well, they demonize white men on the left like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's the straight white male is the enemy and the reason for society's ills.
Cis white male.
All of this shit. And I'm like, nah, y'all bugging, bro. My white brothers is hurting out here too, bro. They're trying to make it, like scrapping to get by. Like, most of these motherfuckers ain't no power structure to hold anybody down. You know what I mean? Like, that's a crock of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, the elites are doing shit, but not the average shit. Like white men, bro. The suicide rates through the fucking roof. Through the roof, bro. Nobody talks about it though. Like, yo, there's pain, there's hurt, there's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're like, nah, they've fucking been on top forever. Like, they deserve to be whatever it is. But I'm like, nah, there's something going on with the bros out there. Yeah,
definitely. I think it applies for all men. All men. But at the same time, I feel like you're right in the sense that they took the white male and said, yo, this is the absolute worst thing you can be. You know what I mean? Like the absolute, that is white power right there. You know what I mean? And, but this is a part of it. You know what I mean? This is a part of the show. So it's like, you got to have, like you said, the crazy left and then the crazy right. And then we're supposed to be somewhere in the middle where everybody's like, okay, we don't really agree, but we kind of can get on board, but the radicalization, like you said, has just turned this into a powder keg. So, and to be honest, in my opinion, I feel like there's like those typical MAGA people that are like super still die hard all the time, annoying as fuck. But a lot of them rode off into the sunset. So like the left is just going fucking nuts because Orange Man bad. You know what I mean? Like, but you're right. They are sowing a seed that is saying like, oh, look, no, man, this country is going to be irreparable if we let this go through. If this happens, if he gets his way, this is the end of existence, and it's scary because people believe it. Like people believe this shit.
The fracture, Yeah, man. That's what I'm like. And it's not really the true reality on the ground, bro. It's not. They're living in a fucking fantasy world. Both sides are. It's not what it is.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I feel like a lot of it is fantasy, or made up. It's like, politics to me is exactly that. It's one giant script. It's It's one giant movie. It's going to have some give. It's going to have some pull. It's going to have the climaxes. It's going to have the twists and the turns, and you know what I mean. And it's living out to be that. You know, I do feel like in terms of the politics, people got to get their fucking heads on straight. If we can just sit back and realize that these are just, again, two-party system that we've never should have had it to begin with. This is what they do. This is it. This is they vie for power. It's power, man. How many of them should deserve to be in prison right now and are still sitting out because it's like a political favor? You know, like Hillary, for example. Come on. But this is what they do. They stoke the fires, man, and then they let them burn. They let they go down and burn the Tesla dealerships down and fucking make incendiary devices to put in Teslas and this is what drives me nuts is they believe this shit. Like, you really fucking believe this shit. Like, you're so it's so hard, man.
It's like, bro, Nancy Pelosi is not coming to save you or bail you out, bro.
No, dude. And I can get a video of Nancy Pelosi saying the exact same words Trump is saying right now, fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah. All of them.
So, but again, this is what happens when you make your whole shit, your whole identity politics, you know. I do feel like we are the boots on the ground, and we have to shift the narrative. We have to push the positivity. We have to push the closeness of the communities, rebuilding the communities, rebuilding our trust amongst our communities. Because really we're just pawns. We're pawns. We got to come together. We got to get rid of the race shit. We're humans. We fucking bleed the same humans, way. Bro. We're going in the box. It doesn't fucking matter what color you are.
Nah.
Like, let's bring it together, and when we are stronger together. And no, they love this division, man. They love it.
Yeah. That's I knew it was a psyop because all of the big heads on the right all have the same talking points. So it's like a coordinated bullshit. Like, get people worked up and shit. You know, because they're playing on fair, man. They play on our fair. What are you afraid of? You know?
Yeah, of course. And what they do is they compromise the schools, you know, with like these shootings and stuff like that. And, you know, they get the fear growing, and then it's like, oh, wait, tariffs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my God, inflation. You know, oh, Iran. Oh my God, shit, Russia. You know, it's like it's so compounding. They just want to keep beating you the fuck down with it, you know. Yeah. So you really don't have time to be like, oh man, oh my God.
Oh, don't forget the measles too. Measles is big now.
Measles, you know. Did you see they were? Did you see they were beating up on RFK for saying that autistic children will never pay taxes? And fucking what the fuck did he say? It was,
I gotta find it now.
Listen, I understand what he was saying.
You do?
It sounded crazy.
I didn't see it. He basically was saying,
what was he
trying to say? Did you think he was just?
I think what he was trying to say is because this was during the announcement that he made about autism rates in America, like, and how, like, over the last X amount of years, autism rates in children have gone from like 1 in 100 to 1 in 30 years. I don't quote me on the numbers, but it's gotten excessively worse, you know. But he was like trying to say like we got to not eradicate autism, but we have to get back healthier again. What's causing it? But he was like, autistic kids will never pay taxes, never. Oh, I can't remember what he said. It was crazy. It sounded crazy though. It was wild. Oh, hold jobs or go on dates. That's what it is.
This is an individual tragedy as well. Autism destroys families. And more importantly, it destroys our greatest resource, which are our children. These are children who should not be suffering like this. These are kids who, many of them were fully functional and regressed because of some environmental exposure into autism when they're 2 years old. And these are kids who will never pay taxes. They'll never hold a job. They'll never play baseball. They'll never write a poem. They'll never go out on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted. And we have to recognize we are doing this to our children, and we need to put an end to it.
So you get what I'm saying? So like he was essentially trying to say that like he could have worded that way better, first of all. But at the same time, he was saying like we're doing this to our children, like with what we're giving them, what we're feeding them, what the chemicals that are in these foods, the red dyes, so I could understand what he was saying, but at the same time, like it sounded fucking crazy. Like the internet was tearing him down.
I understood it. I wasn't, yeah. I mean, he did say many of them, Is it a lie?
It sparked. No, it's not a lie. But at the same time, it's like it sparked like just that autistic kids will never get jobs. You know what I mean? Like it's just a headline like that they latched onto and then was like, wait, isn't Elon, doesn't he have Asperger's? Like, yeah, he does actually. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah. He's the smartest fucking dude on the planet.
I can see where I saw a mom like, my son's autistic, he has a job, he went out on a date. Like, well, clearly he wasn't talking about your son, lady.
Yeah, and there's varying forms of autism. There's, and every autistic kid is a great kid, and they're all gonna live out their experience. And but again, it's we have to. It really does say something. That all of these rates in our health have declined, over the years, as opposed to gotten better. So we have to find, like what RFK was saying, is we have to find what that is. What's causing these rates to spike? And I agree with that. I agree that we should be moving forward in a healthier direction, as opposed to the fucking junk they give us, man. Did you see the videos with the coffee creamer?
No.
Shut up, dude. You're kidding. I'm gonna pull one up real quick. So I don't know how many people out there use what is it, Coffee Mate? It's like the powdered shit.
Oh, worst shit in the world.
Yeah, so it's not good. I do not recommend it.
Shit don't taste good.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the shit. Let me see here. I'm gonna try to search here.
Yeah, I think it's true though, bro. Like, I'm surprised that I know there's been studies, but like this should be a major issue, constant issue. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is causing this autism and the spikes in autism? So yeah, I mean, I think it's great to have these conversations, get to the bottom of this shit.
Oh, for sure. Well, we have to have the conversations
Yeah.
because, and a lot of people are afraid to have the conversations because they're afraid to be mischaracterized, and and it's like that's why I love having these longer conversations because guys can get like you if you sit down and into our episodes, we have the chance to really understand what's going on and then formulate something, as opposed to just being stuck in an idea. Let me see here if I can find this shit. I know it's all over fucking TikTok, but TikTok was being weird.
Coffee mate bullshit.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's fucking wild, bro. They like people are setting this shit on fire. And it's like they'll like pour it out of the can and set it on fire.
Ooh.
Like so, yeah, I gotta show you. I don't know why TikTok's being fucking weird, dude. Naturally. Now let me search here. Search. Yeah. Lots of other shit going on too out there though. Irv sent me this fucking thing about allegedly, what was it, the KGB thing? Remember the KGB document?
Yeah. With the stone. Sodom and Gomorrah limestone, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was a real story, man.
Yeah, no, that was crazy because I didn't see that at first. And essentially what we're referencing is we'll find the document here in a second. I guess fuck this coffee mate shit because I can't find it. Go on TikTok and look up Coffee Mate. And you'll see that shit. But moving along, yeah. So apparently the CIA composed a document of that was compiled off of a 250-page KGB report. The KGB, for anybody that doesn't know, was the Soviet Union or Russian Secret Service, right? Or not Secret Service, but CIA. And allegedly, they were. Was it during the war, Irv? I almost feel like they were at war.
Yeah, it was in the war. Well, Cold War. Cold
War, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, a bunch of KGB guys shot down a fucking alleged UAP UFO, and this shit, it crashed. This is allegedly how the story goes. It crashes. 4 little aliens jump out, right? Form into some fucking little orb or UFO. Like they all come together, and now they're this just crazy bright orb, and they turn the soldiers to stone. And the stone people and the craft were recovered, but the extraterrestrials were gone. How fucking crazy is that?
Oh, that's fucking crazy. 27 Russian soldiers.
27.
And I guess 2 survived to tell a story.
Jeez.
Yeah. You guys can check that out too. I don't know if you can pull it up. CIA website.
I'm gonna try to find it right now. KGB CIA UFO.
Nah, bro, but that's like for me, like Sodom and Gomorrah. You look back, you turn to stone, bro. Like a lot of these new UFO shits are like old text shit that happened in the old text that you're like, how the fuck these guys turn to stone? Well, you got you got this orb up there, like, boom. Cats turn to stone. Crazy.
there's
Also, like Medusa, bro. Like Medusa. Like turning cats to stone. Like, are these stories legit?
Well, not only just that, but like in a lot of remember, like as like giants and shit.
Yeah.
If giants come out of the cave, and during the day they'll be turned to stone.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. All right, let's see. So this is the document. Can you see that all right, Irv, or you want me to zoom in?
Yeah. You can see it good.
All right, so I'll just read through it real quick. So essentially it says, attention BBC SD, Russia International, paper reports alleged evidence of mishap involving UFO. Kiev Holos, something in Ukrainian, March 27th, 93. So it says Cosmic Revenge, first paragraph published in boldface. Oh, okay, text. After Mikhail Gorbachev dissolved in 1991, the KGB Top Secret Intelligence Administration, a lot of material from that department found their way abroad, in particular to the CIA. As reported by the authoritative magazine Canadian Weekly World News, U.S. intelligence obtained a 250-page file on the attack by a UFO on a military unit in Siberia. The file contains not only many documentary photographs and drawings, but also testimonies by actual participants in the events. One of the CIA representatives referred to this case as a, quote, horrific picture of revenge on the part of extraterrestrial creatures, a picture that makes one's blood freeze, end quote. According to the KGB materials, a quiet, low-flying spaceship in the shape of a saucer appeared above a military unit that was conducting routine training maneuvers. For unknown reasons, somebody unexpectedly launched a surface-to-air missile and hit the UFO. It fell to Earth not far away, and 5 short humanoids with large heads and large black eyes emerged from it. It is stated in the testimonies by the 2 soldiers who remained alive that after freeing themselves from the debris, the aliens came close together and then, quote, merged into a single object that acquired a spherical shape, end quote. The object began to buzz and hiss sharply and then became brilliant white. In a few seconds, the spheres grew much bigger and exploded by flaring up with an extremely bright light. At that very instant, 23 soldiers who had watched the phenomenon turned into stone poles. Only 2 soldiers who stood in the shade and were less exposed to the luminous explosion survived. The KGB report goes on to say that the remains of the UFO and the petrified soldiers were transferred to a secret scientific research institution near Moscow. Specialists assume that a source of energy that is still unknown to Earthlings instantly changed the structure of the soldiers' living organisms, having transformed it into a substance whose molecular composition is no different from that of limestone. What? A CIA representative stated that if the KGB file corresponds to reality, this is an extremely menacing case. The alien possesses such weapons and technology that go beyond all of our assumptions. They can stand up for themselves if attacked. So, that's it right there. And now this is pretty interesting because cats got turned to stone, 23 soldiers. That's a lot, bro. That's not just like a little instant.
That's fucking creepy, man. I mean,
right?
if you have that information, because cats say, why don't they fire on these things? If you got that information circulating in government, you're not firing on those shits.
No, they're not firing on anything.
You don't want to fuck around and find out. But it's really mysterious too. Like they get out the saucer, they're beings, they morph into light and come as one, and then just wreck shit.
Do you think they meant to do that though? Do you think it was like intentional? Like, because the way it sounds is like they were like taking off, and then they got turned to stone. The ones that were in the shade weren't turned to stone.
I mean, they brought their ship down, so it could be like, all right, I'm gonna fuck you on the way out the door. You know what I mean? It could be.
Yeah, true.
I haven't heard any other instances of this, but it definitely made me refer back to the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, and God supposedly turned people to limestone. Like, yeah, that's a weird occurrence.
Well, not only that, dude, but like the molecular, it was funny because they said the molecular composition changed. So like you said, God turned people to stone. Like, you're not like breaking into stone and finding like blood and bones and shit like that. No, these people are molecularly changed to stone. That's crazy.
I mean, they changed their molecular state, bro. They were beings that were on the ground, and then they became light. You know what I mean? Like, why did they even need the spaceship? In that instance.
Well, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting
Why?
because I'm wondering if they shifted densities in a sense. So like one of the theories about why we see the grays as opposed to anyone else is because the grays were allegedly manufactured to be able to withstand Earth's density, right? So we're like a heavy kind of density, like it's real fucking heavy here. Like it's just not, everybody feels it, everybody knows it. But they're not used to that shit. So like when we see these grays, maybe that's what they were doing, bro. They were like shifting densities. Obviously, if they were like a physical being and then turned into energy, that to me sounds like exactly what they were doing. Like they shifted the density.
Shifted out. Yeah. Also, if you could vibrate your shit, like if you had total control of your vibrations, I think you could vibrate into some shit.
Yeah,
you could change forms, man. I mean, we're really limited in our thinking and our technology and our understanding of shit here, but there's a lot more to this life and what we can do, man. We're just not tapped in.
Yeah.
Like remote viewing, bro. Remote viewing, for instance. Like
wild.
That's some real science fiction shit.
No, that's the definition of science fiction.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. And they did it. That was another cool thing I wanted to bring up real quick. You just fucking reminded me. The CIA did. I feel like we brought it up maybe one of the other episodes. Let me see here. The color. Did I bring up the color breathing, Irv?
You did. Yes.
Did we talk about that on the episode? I don't remember.
I think the one before Johnny's.
I think I found. Oh man, now I gotta find the fucking bookmarks.
You got one?
Yeah, I save. I've been trying my best when I see some shit to bookmark it. Like, oh, yo, you guys should see our fucking X bookmarks. This one, just for example, this one's the teleported MH370, that missing flight that got teleported. New UFO whistleblower. Damn, we didn't even talk about Blue Origin yet either. Where is it here? No, I had it. Oh, here it is. Found it. All right. For anyone new, just in case, I'm going to add this to the stage. We'll zoom in a bit. Oh, that's all we got. All right, so this is color breathing, right? And the idea is that if you breathe a certain way and visualize a certain color, it will do certain things, right? And this is in line with all that remote viewing and all this telepathy and extracurricular shit humans can do. We just don't know we can do. So this is from a CIA document. They did it. It says color breathing. The next technique is called color breathing and is designed to use the expanded awareness and highly focused attentiveness associated with the focus 12 state to imagine various colors in a particularly intense and vivid manner so as to use them to resonate with and in turn activate the body's energies. Fundamentally, in terms of practical application, it is a healing technique which is designed to restore the body and to enhance its physical capabilities by balancing, revitalizing, and retuning bodily energy flows. It is predicated on the principle that the body's electromagnetic field is capable of altering its resonance pattern so as to entrain energy from the Earth's electromagnetic field for its own use. The various colors envisioned in the imagination as part of the technique cue the mind as to which frequencies and what specific amplitudes are desired in connection with the entrainment, and that the subsequent alterations in bodily energy flow patterns. That color has the capacity to affect the human mind is well known, and the effectuality of color in certain kinds of healing is a demonstrable fact. For example, application of an intense blue light to an area of physical tumescence leads to relatively and rapidly easily observable reduction in swelling, while red and to a lesser extent yellow have quite the opposite effect. However, in the hemisync application of the techniques, external light sources are not involved, but rather the mind is the sole agent of the healing and revitalization. So essentially what this document is saying is if you think hard enough, right? If you can picture a certain color vividly and intensely and focus it on a part of your body in your mind, you can heal yourself. You can heal yourself by tapping into the Earth's electromagnetic field, which is crazy because we're all energy. We're all vibration, and the more you raise the vibration, the better. So that was cool.
Yeah, the vibrations.
Shout out to 10 people on X, 1 on Twitch, 3 on Facebook, 1 on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Rumble and Kick as well, and anybody on Instagram. I haven't checked on Instagram in a while. Yeah. Thanks for tapping in with us tonight. A little quick little Friday night. Chilling. What's everybody up to? So Corbell dropped a new video too. Did you see that?
Yeah. Tic Tacs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Four Tic Tacs. One coming out of the water.
Yeah, new Navy whistleblower cat that was apparently on the ship who watched it come out of the water. I think I got that on X as well, but I don't know. Let me see here. Let me go back. I don't know how long the video is, but we can check it out real quick.
You got the infrared.
So not the infrared, but this is all right. So this is that red panda koala cat. All four. This is Navy veteran Alex Wiggins describes what happened after the USS Jackson Tic Tac video ends. So let me throw this on real quick. I'm just going to present it.
Where the video stops, I'll share this. This is kind of like, something that probably everybody wants to know.
So this is a new whistleblower. On the right is a video of Tic Tac UFOs.
The CSM zooms out, and as the CSM zooms out, we notice that there's a total of 4. Now, on radar, I already noticed that once I came back in, I noticed the one that I was looking for visually, and I noticed other contacts in that same location. But when we first zoomed in on the contact in the video that you see, we only saw the one, and then we see the second one. It was only when we zoom out, we realize, holy crap, there's 2 more out here, a total of 4. And so we're just watching. What's the point of looking away? We're witnessing something that most people don't get a chance to witness in their life. So we're just watching on Sapphire, and we're tracking it, and Sapphire's, tracking one of them, and it's tracking and tracking and tracking. And as time goes by, we're like, let's just watch. I would say maybe 20, 30 seconds pass after the video stops. And all of a sudden, you just see all 4 of them take off to the northeast all at the same time, just out of nowhere. And if I had to talk speed, it would say like maybe 2 steps behind instantaneous. It wasn't like if you blink, it's gone. We had time to watch them go off into the distance, but really instantly. No noise, no sonic boom, no, effects in the water that, cause rippling in the water. Nobody was affected. Nothing was affected. We didn't get a gust of wind to hit us. And that's anything else, I'm not a scientist, but anything else that could have been disturbed with that level of speed was not disturbed.
And these 4 points leave as if they're one object. Is that right?
Yes. So what in the Navy, we have these things called tactical signals. So we'll do tactical signals as an operations specialist with the bridge, and with a strike group or an ESG, which is a expeditionary strike group. We'll get together and we'll conduct exercises, and over different radio circuits, we will conduct different formations, and it's called by the.
So we'll pause that real quick, but so as you can see, these are I'm bugged out by this video, Irv, if I'm being honest, because it's like, I get it, these are in infrared, but what the fuck, dude? Where are the good videos?
Oh man,
like, you think that's the video they got, dude? You don't think there's some like, these cats got cell phone footage of this shit? Like,
yeah, they're masking it, man. I know. I said the same thing. I don't know if they can pick them up, if they're actually picking them up visually. But yeah, it'd be nice to get some clear shit.
It would be cool. Just to have, like,
the shit shows no flight signatures, no wings or nothing like that, no heat. So this does show that, but like, just to get a clean visual on some of these bad boys, especially coming out of the water straight into the air
with nothing, bro, like not even a splash.
Nah, to be honest, bro, I thought I started thinking like these cats were so hell bent to start war with Russia that it seemed like they just did not give a fuck about their nukes one bit. So I'm like, either these cats got, the US government's got some sick tech that makes their nuclear weapons obsolete, or they're just batshit crazy. Because, you know what I mean? You're not, like, they're just like, fuck Russia. We're going to go to war with these cats. Who gives a fuck? Like, nah, bro, you're going to annihilate the whole shit. But, like, if these Tic Tacs are tech, bro, ain't no missiles are reaching here. No missiles are reaching anywhere, bro.
You got a good theory there, bro. You got a good theory, like maybe because what's interesting about what you just said is and we talked about this a little bit before we went live. One of Trump's guys, I can't remember who it was, what department he was with, but he just came out and said that there was he just came out and said that the U.S. has technology. Let me see if I can get it here real quick. The U.S. has
Science.
tech that can, what was it, bend space and time?
Yeah, space and time. Science director Michael Kratsios is the dude's name. If you want to find something, I think he's. But you also have President Trump saying, like, we've got stuff nobody has even dreamed about, you know, weapons, equipment.
Yeah.
Which may be why he didn't say, like, he chilled on the UFO shit, because he like, oh, that's our shit?
What did you say his last name was? Michael what?
Kratsios. It's like Kratsios.
Kra what?
Tsios. CEO's head of White House Office of Science and Technology, OSTP.
All right, let's see here.
Director
Michael Kratsios.
Yeah.
All right, assistant to the president and 13th director of. All right.
To be.
Here
Our
it is.
trains crawl compared to our passenger planes are slower than they used to be. Our trains crawl compared to those in other parts of the world. Our cars do not fly. Advances have not stopped, but something has gone wrong. Stagnation was a choice. We have weighed down our builders and innovators. The well-intentioned regulatory regime of the 1970s became an ever-tightening ratchet, first hampering America's ability to become a net energy exporter and then making it harder and harder to build. We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow and improve productivity. Our passenger planes are slower and harder to build.
So listen to
we
that.
seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow and improve productivity. Our passenger planes are
distance annihilated.
So homeboy said, manipulate time and space. Bobby G, Trump said they got stuff you couldn't imagine. Another guy basically said they could teleport. Well, yeah, that's kind of what he was saying is there's a way to, our advances to manipulate time and space, annihilate distance, cause things to grow. And that's it. We knew this was coming, though. We knew this tech has been around for a very long time. Us at least have speculated that this tech has existed, and this sounds like the TR3B, bro. It's like the TR3B that just warps and it's gone, and it's all right. You're in LA 1 second, and then you're in the UK the next. Bob's right. Trump came out, what was it, a couple weeks ago, said that we had stuff that people don't even know about. And
Can't dream of. I didn't even dream of that shit. Yeah.
You think
also the free energy too, bro? I mean,
well, that's what's interesting about your theory, bro. That's what's interesting is like, so wait, what if we do have this tech and we're like, fuck your nukes, bro? There was just something, what was it? Trump just talked, I only caught a headline, don't quote me, but there was just something about him pulling out of the peace deal with fucking Russia.
Oh yeah? There was some shit?
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I didn't see anything. I heard they were, I think Rubio was meeting with someone about peace, but
all right, let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to poke through real quick, see if there's anything, what the top is, because Russia peace deal. It's crazy, bro. We still got 2 fucking wars raging right now.
Yeah, we do. It's fucking nuts, man. We gotta fucking deal with this shit.
Yeah, well, they're saying that Putin wants some permanent peace, but who knows what that means?
I haven't really heard shit about the Ukraine-Russia war in a while. At least haven't seen anything.
Oh, Russia just bombed the fuck out of Ukraine.
Did they?
Yeah.
Russia said a whole lot.
Yeah, they let them up.
I
think it's all strategy now. You got them where you want them. Zelensky's got a pony up. So it's like you keep the pressure on them till they fucking actually sign a peace deal. And then what ends up happening is Russia gets to keep whatever it annexed. You know what I mean? And I couldn't find this shit about the peace deal, but they get to keep, because that's essentially where Putin's stalemate is he's like, no, I'm keeping what I took. Like it within reason, like he's not keeping Kyiv and all, you know what I mean? Like he just wanted the territories he originally wanted, and then I'm assuming they just won't be allowed to join NATO, or plot twist, Russia joins NATO.
That shit would be crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, it'd be fucking bananas, man. So, but I had a whole bunch of shit, dude. We're already almost 2 hours in, but we've had a ton of fucking planes keep crashing. The plane shit's been fucking bugged out. I don't know if you saw the helicopter crash in New York City. There was one in Copake, New York, like not too far from us. It's a little far from us, but passenger plane went down, or not a passenger plane. It was just like a tiny plane went down near us. There was yep. So we got the Trump has weapons. We talked about Elon stepping down. Allegedly a peace deal coming with Iran. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. Trump said some good stuff. Israel wants him to do it, but he's like, nah, I feel like we could do better. Like, let's give them an opportunity to come to the table. Which was a big win. Yeah.
That's what it should be. Iran for a while now has gone public. Like they've been doing US media and shit, to try to work themselves just into the world. Like, hey, listen, you're the guys. You keep fucking bailing out. We come up with deals and you get out. Like, what do you mean? So that is a big deal. And we already know what Netanyahu and all them cats want over there. They would rather see Iran just pummeled.
Yeah. Death and destruction.
Your cousin Kanye went fucking full crazy.
He did too.
You didn't see him? Did you see the academics interview where he did the interview?
Oh yeah. I see that.
And then the Klan costume, bro.
Yeah. Black Klan costume.
Yep. The Space Force cat too. That's another interesting part that we didn't really touch on either. Is like with all this new tech and shit. A retired U.S. Air Force general. Same thing. Came out and said that, like, essentially what that dude just said was like, "Yo, we have this fucking tech, and it's like it's gonna change everything." Then I guess we'll close this one out, bro, with the Blue Origin. What'd you think, dude? Blue Origin sent fucking Katy Perry, Gail King, what was it? What's her fucking name? Sanchez there. Bezos' wife.
Yeah.
A couple other females out. What do you think?
Propaganda bullshit.
You think they went up?
Nah. You see the door? You see the door handle? They opened the door by accident.
Oh, bro, we gotta get the video. Let me get it, dude. Everybody's got to see this. He
brings the fake metal handle up, and the door opens, pulls away from the handle. I'm like, yeah, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, we got to show you this because this is pretty funny, because for a spaceship that just allegedly fucking can only be opened from the outside too, right? They opened it pre no, that's not the where's the video.
Oh, they're all tight.
Okay. There we go.
Here we go. Yeah. Here goes Jeff Bezos. What's going to come out of her mouth, but really her heart?
And is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the capsule? Kind of hard to see.
That is.
Close it up.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh.
You didn't really close it again. Hold on, guys.
What's going to come out of her mouth, but really her heart?
And is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the capsule? Kind of hard to see.
That is.
Here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
What are you thinking, Irv?
Scoopy as fuck.
We're gonna let it play out one more time.
The internet agrees.
And of course, she's the first one out.
I love you, Mia Moore.
Right. So now allegedly, yeah, look, she ran over there quick. Shut the door. Shut the door. What are you doing? The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, you know how many chick jokes are gonna be made about that?
Oh, look at his handle. Oh, you opened it again before I had it in there.
Well, he does say too in that video, like she didn't really close it.
Yeah,
Like,
he said she didn't really close it, but supposedly it can only be, it can't be open from the inside.
yeah, that's bug. Yeah, how? Imagine spending all that money, bro, for them to fuck it up.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Oh, excellent, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. I feel like same thing, man. It's kind of like, a lot of people were outraged by this as well. I know a lot of celebrities came out saying some shit like, yo, oh, word, this is $1 billion wasted. Everybody talking shit on Katy Perry kissing the ground. What's funny about it is what was it? The astronauts were up there for how long? Like 6 months, 9 months.
Yeah, 8 months.
There was something fucking crazy. And these cats are just allegedly sending Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez. I don't know. It's fishy. Fishy as fuck. I mean, I hope it happened. It would be cool for chicks. You know what I mean? It'd be cool, but it's like that. I don't know, man. It was weird. It was funny too because like Katy Perry showed like a butterfly or something on the camera.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, look, it's Project Monarch. It's the Monarch program."
They don't even give a shit. They're like, yo, it's the Monarch.
No, it's hilarious. But yeah, so I think it was a lot of bullshit too. I think Bezos is just trying to stay relevant with SpaceX because he ain't getting no government contracts.
He's not blasting off out there. I thought he'd be going to the moon by now.
Yeah, so Bob says no re-entry burns on the pod. So here's the thing, right? So there is what is called, I can't remember exactly what the name of it is called, but it's essentially the agreed upon line where it's technically space, right? They didn't like break the Earth's atmosphere. They literally went up to the line, allegedly experienced zero gravity, floated around for a second, and then came back in. So I don't know if they would have experienced all of that re-entry burns, and if anything is telling, man, is the way it was so perfectly filmed. Like, I get it. You could have some serious drone operators and shit, but it was filmed so perfectly, that it was like, I don't know. It's propaganda, man. People still believe we hit the moon. People fucking still believe we can't do it now. We can't do it now. And you think we did it in fucking the 60s?
Still can't.
Bugged out. But it was funny too because it was like it sparked the whole flat Earth thing again too. Got it.
Right?
Yeah, got them all going.
Yo, the new frontier. I know, man. I don't know.
It really is, man. They just what was it? We talked about it earlier. They detected signs of life. Where they detected signs of life at Earth.
Exoplanet K218b. I mean, it's pretty exciting, man. It's a water world. full of water, man. And like this time they're pretty damn sure positive, and it's only caused by life on Earth, the gas they looked at. So this is our first confirmation.
It's like the stuff we produce on Earth, or it's from Earth?
It's the only gas that is a signature of life on Earth.
No shit.
That they found on this exoplanet, which is 2.5 times bigger than Earth. But yeah, they found it, man.
That's huge.
I mean, it's 120 fucking light years away, but
yeah,
still huge.
Now, was this James Webb?
Yeah, James Webb looks through the atmosphere and sees the gases and shit.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, it's fucking dope, man. It's I just I don't know, man. It kind of fucking sucks. I'm like, I was talking to some AI and Grok and shit. Like, can we see this exoplanet as it is today? Like, can something look back into time but actually see it in real time? And it was like, no. So we're seeing it. We're seeing this gas in their atmosphere 120 years ago.
Right. Which is insane to think about.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Like,
so
mind fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's like everybody talking about, like, if you go to Mars, like, if you went on a 5-year mission to Mars, when you came back, it would be like, if you went on a 5-year there, 5-year back, so 10 years total, it would be like 40 years here. So you would technically come back and everybody else would have been aged and older and everything else, because you're moving faster than the speed of light, which would technically be faster than time. You know what I mean? Time is a construct. Like, a lot of people don't understand.
Slows down. Yeah.
Yeah. Time is a human-made construct.
Yeah. I mean, I think that this fucking universe is weird, man. It's a weird universe. Like,
we have no idea what we're in for.
Yeah, like, all of this shit that we're looking at out there may not even be there anymore.
Right. Yeah. Well, what's even crazier is if you look at, like, Schrodinger's cat thing, you know what I mean? Is it only there because we think it's there? You know what I mean? Like, if we didn't look at it, would it be there?
No, man.
That's what I'm saying. These are the things we love to talk about.
Fucking complete mind fuck, bro. It's like, god damn, we can't leave the planet. We can't see shit. We can't, like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man?
But it makes sense, because then they dumb us down every other way. So, like, we can't get off the prison planet, but they want to dumb us down from our, like, getting out of here spiritually. So it's like, okay, the self-help, self-work, inner work type shit, like, getting in touch with yourself, getting in touch with the universe. No, they don't want you. They want you working. They want you, unplugged. They don't want you remote viewing, bro.
I know, right? I want a remote view, bro. You go somewhere, chill.
Yeah, I mean, astral projection.
That's what it's about, bro. That's what I mean. Like, it's anything's possible in this universe. You just gotta tap in, man.
Yeah, fucking A. Well, we'll close out on that note. That was excellent. Thanks for tapping in. with us. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for everybody reacting, tuning in on all of our shit. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Irv, break them off.
Good looking out, man. Stay safe, stay out, stay real, and catch us on the next episode. We'll be here.
Peace.